Hey guys, welcome to Growth Traders. So in this video, we are going to discuss a few trade setups that can work out really well in this market. We are also going to discuss our index setups, that is Bank Nifty and Nifty, how they are playing out, and how you can take advantage of the recent price action that is forming up in this indices, as well as some of the stocks which we are going to discuss right now. So without further delay, let's get started. So yes, the first index which we are going to look at is of course our Bank Nifty. So this is our 15 minutes time frame in Bank Nifty, right? So let me first show you the overall market trend. So as you can see here, Bank Nifty gave a really nice rally from this bottom, right, till its all-time high. So yes, it has made a new all-time high just 1 month back, and from there on we can see a nice correction, right, an impressive correction wherein we have got a number of nice short trade setups, but eventually this fall did not sustain for long enough, and we can see a nice recovery, right? So yes, the price forms a bottom at the 100 period exponential moving average, followed by a higher low formation, and eventually it has gone up, right? So let me just plot the fib retracement levels from the bottom, right? So you can see here that the price has reversed from around the point 0.5 retracement level. You can see here very clearly. So here was a confluence area for Bank Nifty for the short term, and eventually price has taken support from there, right? Now let's come to the hourly time frame. So here you can see that the price has formed some kind of a trend, right? So here is your trend that the price has formed in the short term. So yes, this is kind of a channel which wherein you can expect the price to move about, right? So if I were to talk about today's intraday price action, or the price action for the last two trading sessions, so here it is very clear that the price has formed a range here, right? And we might see this gap getting filled up tomorrow or on the next trading session if price fails to sustain above this 40,200 mark, right? And eventually if it breaks this one, then we can expect a correction till here, followed by the 200 EMA, followed by the ultimately this 39k mark, right? So yes, this fall is possible considering this short-term trend, right? But if I were to talk about the world markets, so yes, the sentiments are looking pretty bullish as of now. So we can also expect a breakout on the upper side, right? So you can see here that price has actually not broken this level for the last two trading sessions, right? There has been volumes coming into the indices right when the price approaches this demand zone, right? So you can see here each time the prices approach this 14,200 mark, we have seen some nice upside movements, right? So as of now the market is for the sellers. As you can see, it is a proper range bound market. So obviously we shall be waiting for the price to break this upper level with some momentum, right? If you want to go long here in Bank Nifty, so yes, we have to wait for it to break this high, or you can also play out an aggressive trade setup if price opens somewhere here and eventually it breaks previous day closing swing high, you can say, followed by this one. So here if there is some intraday price action uptrend forming up, then you can actually play out an aggressive buy trade here at these levels, and you can hold the call options or the futures, whatever you are trading on, and eventually if it breaks this previous day high, then we can actually expect a nice movement, possibly towards the all-time high. So that is near to 40,000, 41,600, 41,800 to be precise, right? So yes, that is actually possible if this range is broken out, right? So once this range is broken out on the upside, the first target that we are getting in this case is of course this 40,900, followed by this high, right? That is about 41,300, followed by this high, right? So yes, this is possible considering the bounce from the nearby demand zone, right? This one I'm talking about. So yes, if the quarterly results are also here, right? So tomorrow we have IndusInd Bank result. So yes, that is also actually helping out Bank Nifty to head higher, right? So this is IndusInd Bank, right? So this is one more trade setup that I am going to discuss on right now. So let me first open its daily time frame. Um it's taking up time. Yeah. So this is our IndusInd Bank daily time frame, right? So here you can see here very clearly that the price is trading near a major resistance zone, right? So this is not a weak resistance zone. This is a fairly strong resistance zone. If I extend this towards these levels, so you can see here very clearly that it is a major confluence area, right? It is a CIP zone. That means that it was previously a support which got broken, but now again the price is approaching here, right? So the last time it has approached this zone, it has fallen very badly from there on, right? But this time the price action seems to be pretty strong, right? So you can see here that the price is consolidating at around this resistance area. So if I head to our hourly time frame, we can actually see that the price has given a short term symmetrical triangle pattern breakout, right? So here is your triangle pattern. Of course, I am not a big fan of patterns, but it works well, right? Especially in these cases, you can take help of this, right? So yes, the price did form a consolidation, but it has broken out from here. The volumes still are not that great, but as per the economic times, the quarterly results are already out and they are in the favor of a buy side, right? They are in the favor of buy side. Why? Because they have beaten the estimates, right? So yep, that is a good news. And I am expecting a slight gap up in this case, followed by the breakout of this high, right? So this can definitely happen. There can be a very nice rally in IndusInd Bank thanks to its quarterly results, which have turned out to be great, right? Now if I were to talk about this breakout, so yes, this is a very simple trade setup. Again, let me head to the 15 minutes time frame. So here you can see that the price has not been able to break this high, right? This one. So we shall just be waiting for the price to sustain above this level. That's all, right? So say for example, price opens gap up around here and it consolidates a bit and eventually it breaks the day high. We can take a call option trade here. Very simple. The stop loss can be below the day low. That can be one way to trade this. Or say for example, if price opens gap down, right? If price opens gap down and you can see gap filling, that is an exhaustion gap, so we can actually take an early entry at these levels if price gives us the opportunity to do so, right? And eventually we can hold it with trailing stop loss and keep holding until the price reaches this swing high. Just a second, this one, right? So of course price can easily give this target if it breaks this 2-day range, right? This is the two trading session range that the price has formed on the upper side, right? Talking about the bearish side, yes, nothing is impossible in this market. Even after the good results, it can fall. That is possible. Or there have been many cases that after the result day, the price gives a fall for one day and eventually it recovers, right? So that is also a possibility. So just as of now, I will be avoiding any short setup here. If yes, there is a huge momentum on the selling side and successive breakdowns of support levels, then obviously we can go for the short side as well, treating the overall range as a major resistance zone and capturing a fall from there, right? So that is also a possibility which can't be ignored, right? So that was my trade setup on Indusin Bank. It is looking fairly good, to be honest, right? The next trade setup that I will show you is, of course, none other than Deepak Nitrite, right? So Deepak Nitrite, it is in a consolidation mode as of now. You can see here that this is a major resistance area. This 2300 mark, right? 2280 to 2300, right? The price is approaching it, right? So from here on, it has caught an uptrend, and right now it is approaching this zone, right? The volumes are low, you can see here. The quarterly results are approaching, so there is a highly likely chance that it breaks this resistance on the upper side and reaches 2400 in the short term. This is a possibility. However, the momentum is not great as of now. So yes, we have to trade this with a bit of caution, right? So let me switch to the 15 minutes time frame. Here, there was a try for a breakout today, but this did not succeed, right? So here you can see that there is some kind of a rising wedge forming up, right? Of course, this is my resistance zone. So the trade setup is very simple. You can take the entry above the previous day high, right? This is the previous day high. So once this is broken on the upper side and the price successfully manages to sustain above it with some nice volume and momentum, you can try to trade this setup. And I am very sure that this is going to give a very good ROI if it works out properly in our direction, right? So risk reward of at least 1 is to 4 or a 1 is to 5 I am trying for in Deepak Nitrite, right? So just keep this on your watch list. If you see it rising up, then try to trade this setup. You won't regret, right? So that is my trade setup on Deepak Nitrite. So obviously Hindustan Bank and Deepak Nitrite both are looking really great for the short term. Once again, if there is a breakdown also, we can actually plan for a short side trade till this level, right? Yes, this is a fairly long journey, but this is also probable considering the fact that the quarterly results may be bad, right? So after which the prices may fall down, right? The next trade setup which I would like to discuss on is, of course, your polycap, right? So polycap, you can see here that the price action is a bit weird as of now. To be honest, why I'm saying so is because the price has almost touched its all-time high. It has actually made a new all-time high today. That is about the 2860 mark. You can see the volumes for the past two trading sessions, right? Absolutely amazing volume. Uh, yes, whenever price has approached this zone, it has fallen from here very strongly, right? So, how to trade this setup? What you can basically do is, as you can see today's price action, the price has given an upside movement, but it has come down and eventually it has taken support from this area, right? 2680. So you can see here that the price is not looking that great following an all-time high breakout, right? So how to trade this setup again? So if price breaks today's low, that is this region, right? This is the area. If price does not manage to sustain above 2680, then we can actually plan for a short setup here. The first target can be till around here, followed by here, right? So this is actually a really great trade setup if this breakout fails and eventually we get a fall, right? We can also plan a trade on the upside, right? So if we see momentum coming back in polycab and eventually it goes higher, right, especially above this 2750 mark, this is the area I'm talking about, the previous high, right? So let me switch to the hourly time frame. This is the area, right? So if it manages to sustain above 2720, right, so obviously we can also expect a upside movement from here. The first target can be till this high, right? So this is approximately 5% movement from here, right? So that is also a trade setup that can work out in our favor. The event, that is the quarterly results, are really soon, and you can actually expect a good movement on either of the sides. So just try to trade this properly, following your risk management rules, and make some money. That is the simple conclusion I can give, right? So that those are your actually few trade setups which I found to be interesting for the short term, and they can turn out to be really great trading opportunities if the price action favors our decisions, right, and eventually works out, right? So obviously tomorrow is an expiry and bank nifty has been in a range for two straight trading sessions, so we can actually expect a trending movement on either side, right? So if it is on the downside, the target can at least be this one, 39,976, followed by 39,600. So both can serve to be really great targets for the short term, and eventually if the price turns bearish from here, then we can expect a fall towards this trend line, and eventually you can also see a breakdown of this, right? This is the absolute bearish scenario that I am talking about, right? And if it breaks out on the upside, then we can expect a movement till this mark. This is the first target, followed by this one, followed by your all-time high, right? So that is my trade setups for tomorrow or for the next few trading sessions. Keep this on watch list. Try to trade this. Follow our Telegram channel. The link is in the description. That is going to help you out with some really nice intraday and positional trade setups, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have learned a bit of price action. If you want to learn this on a deeper level, you can join our course. The details are in the description. See you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.